Turn with me to Genesis chapter 25. Genesis chapter 25. Genesis chapter 25. We'll do a lot of reading. Don't get nervous. We'll do more reading, less preaching. 25. Let's start at verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. Yeah. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Yes. And Isaac was 60 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob, and Jacob saw pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, behold, I am at the point of death, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of the lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Turn to chapter 27. Chapter 27. Verse 1, and it came to pass when Isaac was old, and his eyes was dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here am I. And he said, behold, now I am old, I know not the day of my death. Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow, and go out to the field, and take me some venison, and make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, and I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die. And Rebekah heard when Isaac spake to Esau his son, and Esau went to the field to hunt for venison, and to bring it. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. Go now to the flock, and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I'm a smooth man. My father peradventure will feel me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing. And his mother said unto him, upon me thy curse, my son, only obey my voice, and go fetch me then. Y'all need to read the rest of that when you get home. I want to talk about today delivering the dysfunctional.
Yes, sir.
Delivering dysfunctional. I'm trying trying to put forth the idea this morning that God can use the dysfunctional. God can use the dysfunctional.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk about first diverse destinies. We have in Genesis, we're still doing this series of Jesus in Genesis. We have in Genesis the account of the birth of Isaac's boys, Esau and Jacob. They are twins. That means they share the same birthday. They are twins. That means they share the same mama and dad. But that's where it stopped. They were as different as day and night. Jacob was a smooth man. Esau was happy. Jacob liked to stay around his mama. Esau liked to go out in the woods. He was outdoors. Jacob had more of an appreciation for history and God's hand in his destiny. Esau was just young. It's not that he didn't reverence God. It's just that he had to do some other stuff first. Do I have a witness here? I want y'all to hear me today, because a lot of times when we read the Bible and we see these characters and we place them as heroes, we don't see the obvious. Because obviously, the first thing comes to mind when you read this story is this is a dysfunctional family.
Right.
Yeah, I said it. This is a dysfunctional family. This is the family of the patriarch, but it's dysfunctional, I tell you, Alan.
Yes,
You got a mama plotting against the daddy. You got a daddy that wants to do his thing, and he's weak in some ways and not strong enough in others. You got one son trying to please one parent and the other son trying to please the other. It's a dysfunctional family.
Right.
Y'all looking at me like I'm making this up. That's the book. The Bible declares that when they were born, God told Rebekah, the younger will be served by the older.
Right.
In other words, your elder son gonna serve the younger son. Now, you cannot tell me that God told her that, and she didn't tell that to Isaac.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And the fact is that Isaac knows, but Isaac still plays favorite with the oldest boy.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you, parents, because see, some of y'all look at me. Listen, in some ways, all of our families got some dysfunction. Some of y'all see that looking all the time. All of us got some of that. I mean, no sense you look at it, there's no family that's 100% the way it ought to be. Y'all talking about when the dad ain't there, when the mom ain't there. You got some family with the mom and the daddy, they most dysfunctional than some single parent. Because if your mom and daddy live in the same house and sleep in separate beds, that's dysfunctional.
Right.
Yeah, you got to like it, just read it. And so this dysfunction is something that is really applicable to all of us. So that don't look at this and point a finger at them. Look at what is it that God can speak to us this morning in their dysfunction. That God had a purpose, and I said God's purpose for them is real, but at the same time, they wanted to do what they wanted to do. They have different sons, and they have biases because the sons are different. And let me just stop right there and say, there is nothing wrong with being different.
Right.
Sometimes we have a problem because folk are different. And it's not not talking about racially different. You know, I'm talking about just different. It took me, I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and she was saying how she had this lady she knew, and the lady was mixed. And I always laugh when y'all say they mixed. You know, because you know my dad, like there's a difference between a black person and a mixed person. Said, well, she mixed because she had a white mother and a black dad. I said, but she's still black. Okay, y'all don't believe me? Y'all don't believe me? I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, y'all said that President Obama had a black daddy and a white mama. But you also said he's the first black president. Wish I had somebody here. Ain't nobody said he's the first mixed president. Y'all better hear me today. I know y'all fooling yourself. If you don't have but 1 ounce of us in you, as far as those folks concerned, you want us.
Come on, preacher.
All I'm trying to tell you, I'm not trying to start no stuff. I'm just trying to tell you, a lot of times we get labels and we want to classify folks in certain areas because we can lack this and not like that. But the bottom line is everybody's different. There's no DNA that's identically alike. Everybody is different. So you don't be trying to put somebody above somebody else because they're different or the same. That has nothing to do with it. And you get in trouble every time trying to put labels on folks. Educated, uneducated, rich, poor, ghetto, not ghetto, Cadillac, Chevrolet, bicycle, bus. We always want to classify, but the bottom line is we all in the same human family. Y'all better hear me today. So to get off your high horse and just start being real. Let's look at some things. Rebecca was not the only mama that played favorites with her children. Isaac was not the only dad. But there's something kind of devious going on in here. You know, Isaac is a good man, God-fearing man. But you feel sorry for him. The man is blind. And you know it's bad when you can't depend on the people you love to watch your back. I told my folks, I said, one thing I said, I don't need to be in a home where I got to watch my back. I'm pastor black folk. You cannot pastor black folk and some white folk and not have to watch your back. But I told my ex-wife and my children, I don't want to live in a house that I call my home, that I got to watch my back at home. Come on. Y'all better hear me today. You ought to be able to take off your armor at home. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm saying something, Sister Jordan, that married men can't say. Y'all can hear me now. Anytime, Barry, you got to watch your back at home. You in the wrong house. Come on. And anytime you plotting and planning against your husband, you ain't worth a nickel. Okay, yeah. Don't y'all say that when you go home. Let me say it. Anytime you ignore God and you want to do what you want to do, you won't have a problem. Come on, baby. I'm talking about being different. Come on. Rebecca, when she was pregnant, she was having pains. And she's having all these pains. She started wondering, what am I going to do? And she started praying to God to find out what happened. Well, first of all, we see that God-fearing people, because the Bible said when she was barren, that Isaac prayed to God that she would get pregnant. Old folks said, be careful what you pray for. Isaac prayed, God answers the prayer. Not only did she get pregnant, she has 2 children. Come on here, somebody. But you see, the Bible said they were twins. Evidently, they were fraternal twins. No, they weren't identical because they're 2 different. Y'all better hear me. For you folk who didn't go to science class, fraternal twins is when they have 2 separate eggs that got fertilized. Identical twins is when they got 1 egg, got fertilized, and then separated. Y'all better hear me. Come on here, somebody. I'm trying to tell y'all something. They in the same body at the same time, at the same birthday, but I said they were different as day and night. And when she talked to God about it, now look here, T already prayed and she talked to God about it. When she talked to God about it, God said, the reason why they fighting in your belly is because they're two separate nations. I wish I had a witness here. And let me just tell y'all something. Y'all stop trying to figure who God has blessed. You know who God blesses? God blesses everybody. It hurts me when I ask you how you feeling and you tell me you blessed. You ain't told me nothing. I didn't ask you what you felt. If you blessed, you're not separate. You can be sick, you still blessed. You can have cancer, you still blessed. I wish I had a witness here. You can have 104 fever, you still blessed. You haven't told me that. I knew that before I left my house. God bless you because God blesses everybody. I knew you were blessed because you still got breath in your body. I knew you were blessed because you saw another day. I knew you were blessed because the Lord woke you up this morning. You didn't tell me anything. You tell me you blessed. Everybody is blessed. And you need to be careful trying to curse people God has blessed. But we got a problem with folk who are not like us. We want to make them unblessed. I'm Baptist, so that means that if you Presbyterian, you're not blessed. I'm holier than Catholics. I'm closer to God than Lutherans. I pray more than Methodists. That's all a bunch of bull. Everybody who's saved by Jesus Christ is a child of God. And all this other mess, that stuff you want to bring into the picture. And you're so busy trying to label folk so you have a reason not to like folk. You're missing the whole picture. Stop it. I don't want everybody to be like me. I get tired of looking at me. It ain't but one of me. I don't want everybody to look like me. I'm glad God made everybody different. I don't want no woman to be like me. That ugly like I want somebody to look pretty fine. I don't even want the same pretty fine woman. I like to look at different women. They say you ain't got married but one of them, but you still ain't got to see the same thing. You don't want the same of everything. Identical twins ain't even identical. Come on. God made everything different. Wish I had a witness here. So that you got all of this mess in this family. You got all this dysfunction. I ain't talking about all of it.
Yes, sir. I know.
But in the midst of all this mess, in the midst of all of this dysfunction, God still blesses.
Yes,
And I can't stay there. Let me hurry up and just tell you this. I don't care how dysfunctional you think you are. I don't care how dysfunctional other folk think you are. If you want to keep it together, keep God in your life. Don't let other folk label you. Let God label you. I got a little thing on my desk. Somebody gave me this brown man to give me a little charge. Say it's not what you call me, it's what I answer to. I wish I had a witness here. But what I found out is that don't let other people give you your nickname. Let God give you your nickname. I wish I had a witness here. They call his mom and daddy call him Jacob, but God called him Israel. Y'all don't hear me? God has a way of changing your name. I can say that, but let me look at. I want to talk about this demonizing and this demonizing. Demonizing. Now let me explain it because demonizing is kind of, I don't like to use those kind of words, but I had to have some D's, so I had to do something. When a person is demonized, that's when you have a person that you're trying to really transcribe traits of divinity. Okay? In other words, you're trying to make somebody better than they are.
All right.
Or you're just trying to show somebody's good side. It's like giving them characteristics of deity, giving them characteristics of the divine, demonizing.
All right.
Well, y'all know what demonizing is. Y'all deal with that all the time. That's just the opposite. When you're trying to do demon traits on a person.
Right.
Or you're pointing out the demon traits in a person. All right, do I have a witness here? I want to talk about those two because, you see, we get into trouble spiritually when we start trying to demonize and demonize.
Right.
We have a problem with trying to make demons out of folk that ain't that bad.
Right.
Come on. And deity about folk that ain't that good. I ain't got to shout, but y'all sure gonna hear it today. And I read this, I look at this, and you see all these characters, and you see all their characteristics, but the fact of the matter is, all of them have both traits.
Right.
See, I told you, Isaac is a God-fearing man. He was raised by his daddy, Abraham, the father of the faith.
Yeah.
And you can see faith is in him. You can see faith in the way he conducts himself. I said, he was the one who called on God and asked God to make his wife pregnant. He's the one who talked with God and got a wife the way God was pleased. That he is a God-fearing man.
Yeah.
But yet, he still had a problem with doing what God told him and it relate to the elder and the younger. And there's something about, let me tell y'all something while I'm there. Brothers, you cannot not do what you're supposed to do as a man and the head of the house and still think God is pleased with you.
All right. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna repeat it. Because see, sometimes you weak men think you're trying to get by because you don't want a lot of hassle. See what I found out? You can't lead the way God wants you to lead without some hassle.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I've told somebody say, well, you know, I don't like going or didn't go to a bar church. I don't like a lot of drama. You cannot belong to a Black Baptist church without having to deal with some drama. But let me just put, you can't belong to a white Baptist church without having to deal with some drama. In fact, if you go over and join a Japanese Baptist church, they still got drama. See, the difference between Japanese drama and black drama is they talking Chinese. That's the only difference. You're going to have drama, but the thing is that you've got to learn to rise above the drama. They all respected God, but the problem I have with them, they all wanted to help God out. Y'all better hear me today. See, that's where you get in trouble. You see, you don't know the difference between God and your will. God has his hands on the family. God has blessed the family. They were blessed before they were born. Why? Because God had already promised Abraham that not only am I going to bless you, but I'm going to bless your seed. Y'all better hear me today. And I think I ought to stop right there and tell you around here walking like a peacock, like you all of that. Baby, your blessing ain't got nothing to do with you. It don't have a thing to do with the fact of what school you attended. You were blessed before you got here. God promised your mama he was going to bless you. God promised your daddy he was going to bless you. Your grandmama was praying for you before you was a gleam in your daddy's eye. You were blessed not because you all of that. You were blessed because God is a gracious God. Wish I had a witness here today. They're good, but they want to help God out. In this matter of when God is in our lives, God has promised you some stuff. And see, the problem is not that we don't have a promise. The problem is rather we don't have the patience to wait on the promise. Because I found out God may not come when you want him. Come on here, somebody.